Hello, good evening, and welcome to Thingamajig's Racing Channel. We're with the full Throttle Racing Group this evening for our Friday night live entertainment. And we are here, ladies and gentlemen. It is the finale. We have come to the end of the NexGen Touring Cars Revival Championship. We're at rounds 19, 20, and 21 at Fuji. At the mighty Fuji, and we are on the brink. They must be absolutely gamming at the bit to start their qualifying. I'm running a little bit behind. I was just taking it leisurely, you know what I'm saying? I was just taking it easy. No, I was, yeah. But I'm here now, and they are eager to get themselves qualifying. I'll address you with how the championship is looking as we go into this final round. Slid is at the top with 280 points, with McEwen in second on 251 points. That is a tough ask with only 3 races to go. E. Graham is in third on 234, with Evil Dragon in fourth on 211. We've got JW in fifth on 199, with Groot in sixth on 197. Only 2 points between the two. That's tight. Seventh is St. Dash on 180. He could still get involved in that little squarry ahead of him. And in eighth, we've got Adam on 150.5. We've got Wadwick in ninth on 98 points, with Jokerman in 10th on 92 points, Ghost of Leon in 11th on 18 points, and the infamous Dre is 12th on 10.5 points. Right, the teams. Redstone team are at 448 points at the top of the pile, but Power Motorsport Racing in second are on 445 points. It is not decided, ladies and gentlemen, yet in the constructors, the teams. eBay in third on 330.5, with Pertec in fourth on 297. We've got Ginsters in fifth on 280 points, with AMD in sixth on 102.5, and Rocket in seventh on 18 points. Throb is in the chat saying, well, hello, sir, how are you? Am I clashing with qualifying or something? No, Saturday. It's Friday still. Sorry. It's always that thing when you come off nights and you're just not quite sure where you are. It's Friday, not Saturday. Qualifying is Saturday. It's because I saw a load of stuff from practice, but I suppose they've got another practice to go before quali. Oh, right then. So it's a big showdown, ladies and gentlemen, between the Slid, who looks like he is opting to use the hard tyre. Yeah, the rules of this is they do 3 races per event, and for at least one of them they have to have the hard tyre, but they can't use it the same every week. They can't just do the first race every week on the hard tyre. They have to permutate their choices. Someone's asking if I'm live in the chat. That may have been a while ago now, I'm not sure. Yeah, Evil Dragon, I'm live, man. Someone holler him and tell him if they know him. Matt in the Throb saying, I think there's an engine swap for this car now, ain't there? I have no idea. I don't do the engine swaps at all. Matty Cake saying, new, just check yes art. Oh, thank you for it, my friend. The Throb saying, update is fantastic. And Matt saying, Slid in the house. Cool, tell him I said hi. Hi, Slid, from Matty Cake. Right, this is quali, I believe, for the final time in the Renault Megane. They're getting shot of it, I believe, at the end of this season. And moving over to probably, I'm guessing, I think, the last I heard, it was the high and dry, but I may be wrong. So, Slid, he's just got to have a good performance, which is not difficult for him this season. He has been on top form. He has been top end. So, yeah, I'm guessing as long as he can just stay near the McEwen, it's all gravy. Big jobs for Evil Dragon, I believe. And where is he? Is he here? Oh, Jokerman, we haven't seen him for a while. Returning. No, I think Evil Dragon is the only one for PMR, which is going to be tough with Groot and So the team championship might already be done, ladies and gentlemen, because we've got McEwen out there and we've got the Groot driving for Redstone and only Evil Dragon representing PMR. So that one may be a done deal. Groot not having the finest season so far. Is he going to go out with a fizzle or a bang? This is what we need to ask ourselves. Can he step up and give the Renault a good old go before it's gone? Yeah, I haven't looked too much into all the Spec 3. I saw a couple of reviews about the power pack, and I just thought, do you know what? What's that work out? 50p a race? And I thought if Sophie 3.0 got an absolutely beaming thing, and there was some sort of like weird career, not even a career sort, but you know, like the old days where you used to buy a banger and you used to have to just build it up through the races, and you just sort of kind of had 3 cars at least, 1 FF, 1 FR, and something like that, and you just managed to build them up through. But it sounds like you don't get to choose. You know, you get the car at the beginning of the race. Yeah, and Sophie doesn't sound like she's you know, that much better than 2.0. So I think I'm going to save my money and buy myself go to AliExpress and buy some pneumatic brake and accelerator things. Treat myself. Save somewhere you can save, you can spend elsewhere. That's the economical drip down, ladies and gentlemen. I'm dripping all over the economy. So yeah, no, I've made that conscious decision. I'm not going to get the power pack. It's not offering me anything. I wanted a real good single player sort of thing, but I don't know. It didn't grab me by the nuts, I must say. And anything else? I've watched a YouTube video of Yas Marina. It looks absolutely awesome. I was really fingers crossed these guys were going to do we're swapping to Yas Marina for tonight only, so I could be all like one of those YouTubers that sort of are up with the trend and already on it, saying, yes, ladies and gentlemen, look, we're at Yas Marina. But Fuji's fine. Stick to the plan, that's what they say. So here they come then, they're coming round. We've watched Groot most of the way, we may as well do it. No, we haven't, we've watched McEwen, because he's the reigning champion, but he might be now the outgoing champion. Groot goes fastest of everyone. McEwen does now go fastest, but St. Dash shows him how it's done. But Slid is maintaining his decorum, his mindset. He's coming into this as a winner, ladies and gentlemen, and anyone can spot a winner. Matty Cake saying, me and Slid go way back to PC2 and Gavra. Wow, man. And better days in the sim racing console world. Vodka Rob saying the AI are supposed to be really fast in Spec 3. Yeah, the dude said he'd had like, I think it was GT Super. He said he had about 4 good races. So for him, I suppose, him being top end driver, yeah, he probably is good. It's just, I'd read somewhere else as well, it's just if you get past them, that's it, they give up. They don't sort of come back, but I don't know. And Throb saying, I haven't done any of that yet. But I think it was more about they give you the car to race or something. It's not your own car. I don't know. It's the thing about GT, you get attached to a car. I mean, I tried to do it with this one, but they really don't let you, because they want you to race all the different cars. But I used to like it in the early days where you just bought a second-hand car and you stuck to that car and souped it up to get it up to a spec where you could start really earning some good moolah in some big races, going through the Sunday Cups and stuff like that. But this one, they just sort of like, you have to own about 6 cars just for the first 2 menus. It's bizarre, and they force you to buy an electric car, which is just like, rather not. Joker Man coming back with a bang, ladies and gentlemen. Look at me harking on. See, this is why I probably should start before 10 minutes before quali. I thought that because I did log into the room, and then I thought, I've got 15 minutes. I'll have a quick fag before I start. And I really probably should have done that yamming. But Jokerman at the moment doing a solid job at the top of the pile. He's coming round again, but there'll be others out there trying to take the throne. But Jokerman at the moment going faster and staying nearly half a second ahead of the Slid, with Evil Dragon doing what he can. keeping the red stones behind, which is all he can do at the moment with no support. St. Dash doing an absolutely banging job for the eBay team, right up there. And El McEwen is in 5th. So, he's on the hard tyre, ladies and gentlemen. We should be more aware, shouldn't we? God, Slid on the hard tyres, 2nd fastest. That's pretty good. That's pretty good going. Evil Dragon on the mediums. Yeah, we should be pay more attention. So, McEwen out there on the hards with the Groot on the hards. Warwick is on the hards, and JW has got hards on. So yeah, a lot of them opt in to take that hard tyre out for the first race, including Slid. And we've got to say, he's probably the only one who doesn't want to see the back of the Renault. It really has worked out nicely for him. It looks like he's backing off there. Is he getting ready for another lap? No, he's going into the pits, is what he's doing. Evil Dragon as well, slowing down. We're 7 minutes in. They usually, 10-15 minutes? We'll watch St. Dash go out wide as he prepares for another lap. And Throb saying, yeah, I must admit that I prefer to choose the car I'm racing. Yeah, it just seemed a weird choice. A weird little choice. And I know they give you extra cars, so it's not like you're not getting, but I don't know if you can take those cars off and racing other things. I don't know. And so St. Dash at the moment though, 4th. It's just going around now. We're going to keep an eye. He's up. He only needs, he's very close to the Dragon. St. Dash could be staring down, starting in the top 3 here, if he keeps this pace going. McEwen struggling. Well, he's on the hard tyres, but McEwen 5th. I mean, I say he's on the hard tyres, but Slid's out there. Well, he was out there on the hard tyres. He's one and done, isn't he? He slapped it in and said, that's it, I'm done. Thank you for coming. Warwick goes faster, up to 7th now, as we watch the dash. Oh, he's maintained time, ladies and gentlemen. This is still set to go ahead of Evil Dragon. Evil Dragon will be out there running as well, don't forget. But at the moment, St. Dash looking to get himself up and into 3rd at the very least, maybe even 2nd, because the Dragon is very close, time-wise, to Slid. But Slid's on those hard tyres, so he's definitely brave staying in. You think he'd stay out and just keep running on them, just in case he could get some. Maybe he just did it and thought, I'm not doing faster than that. Throb saying, the cars that you win, like the Rally Beetle, you still have to pay for. Okay. Yeah, it just doesn't seem, I'd give him a tenner for that, maybe. Possibly. No, not even that. It does feel like it should be part of the game. They were probably better off trying to scandal me some money out of the tracks and the cars they gave away. And so Slid didn't do it. Sorry, Dash didn't do it. Evil Dragon, can he topple the king? The king of the McGann? Sir Mighty Slid. He does them all, ladies and gentlemen. Evil Dragon takes us all by flabbergasting us and taking it to the next level. Pole for Evil Dragon. That's awesome. I was just sipping on a coffee. Do you know what? I honestly thought, yeah, he'd get ahead of the Slid and no further. And that is stunning. How he's just and he's doing it again. He's banging them in. He is banging them in now. Throb saying, if you had to put it all together, 25 quid would have been a fair price. Well, with the tracks and the cars. Yeah, look, I appreciate that they're not charging for the tracks and the cars. Okay, I think that's a mighty moral move. But I'm gonna let it permeate a little bit more. I've got really cautious now. I'm a cautious gaming buyer. I don't rush in anymore. I've learnt my lesson. PMR, by all accounts, is meant to be really good now, but yeah, I'm still giving it time because I still don't like. I'm going to wait until they got VR, because when they put VR in, that means they're definitely on top of their problems. if they're messing around with VR, they're definitely like, yeah, we've sorted it. So Joker Man trying to get his pole position back, sorry. McEwen, reigning champion on those hard tyres, stays 5th, Groot 6th. We've got Wadwick in 7th. JW coming up to the line. Can he affect anything? No, stays in 8th. Joker Man is running around. He wants that Evil Dragon, but Evil Dragon's just behind him. Joker Man does grab it, but Evil Dragon... No, Evil Dragon can't claim it back, so Joker Man does stay on pole with Evil Dragon in 2nd. We've got Slid, champion-elect in 3rd. We've got the Dash in 4th. We've got McEwen on the hard tyres, but don't forget Slid is as well. Both championship contenders out on the hard tyres at the same time. McEwen starting in 5th. We've got the Groot in 6th. We've got Wadwick in 7th, and JW starting in 8th. Place. This is exciting. I'll show you those results now. Get yourselves ready. Joker Man starting. He's come back, and he has come back with an absolute bang. And he's put it on pole with Evil Dragon in 2nd, doing all he can for the PMR team. But he is just a lone man. He is just he is only one man. There is only so much he can do. 3rd place, Slid, the champion-elect, chasing that dream in 3rd on the hard tyres. We've got St. Dash starting in 4th, and that's probably his best qualifying this season. McEwen in 5th on the hards. We've got Groot in 6th. We've got Wadwick in 7th, and JW starting in 8th. And I think they are all mainly on the hard tyre. This is tantalising, ladies and gentlemen. This is almost better than the real thing. So how is Slid going to play this? Is he going to be safe, just keep his position, not get tangled up? He doesn't want to get off the track for sure. And these Wenos, they do like to try and go off the track. Oh no, a jump start from Joker Man. The lights were held for so long, and everyone's going to crash into the back of him, and it's going to ruin everyone on that left-hand side. But Evil Dragon takes the lead. Joker Man in 2nd. St. Dash had a great start there, up to 3rd. I think he helped Joker Man along, and Slid the loser out on that start for some reason. I don't know why. But maybe he jumped the start as well, but Slid down in 7th on those hard tyres. It's going to be hard to recover in this field with those tyres. Hard tyres around him. Wadwick as well. Groot's on the hard tyre with McEwen. Most of the field is on the hard tyre, so St. Dash is going to have to make a storm go far, as Joker Man, who we saw jump in that start earlier on, and the lights were on for an extraordinary long time then, and Evil Dragon pulls out an unbelievable lead. And I said he is just one man, but he is a patient man at that. He knows when to wait. And St. Dash going for a heavy move up the inside of Joker Man, and St. Dash, STD Ash, ladies and gentlemen, playing with the big boys. And showing that he has as much testicular size and matter as they do, and he can use them. Although McEwen sneaking one up the inside, and this is what happens when you play with the big boys. You're dicing positions. Groot then in 5th place with the Slid now coming through, and up to 6th. We've got 7th for JW. Wadwick in 8th, finding those hard tyres. Quite the handful. Evil Dragon now extending his lead up to nearly 2 seconds as Joker Man chases him down. St. Dash in the toe of the Joker Man, but McEwen is in the Dash's toe also. And we've got 2 side by side with Slid and Groot. Slid not dropping down the field all too well, and is fighting his way through as quickly as he possibly can as he gets the move done on Sir Groot of Grootism. And JW might try and sneak up in this little race as Groot comes back at the Slid, and the champion, we said, is he going to keep it clean, or is he just going to absolutely haul ass? And I'll tell you what, he is hauling, ladies and gentlemen. He is hauling nice. He's slinging a Renault today. As Groot there in 6th, and Slid now chasing down his nemesis in this race. Joker Man holding on to that 2nd place. He survived the tow zone, but he's coming around again to some dangerous areas, some heavy braking, some tight uphill corners, makes the car very unsteady. You've got to pick your line, and any line is there's numerous lines people take. It blows my mind, the final corner, Fuji, how many different ways you can take that corner, and none of them are right. So Joker Man then dicing through the tighter corners with the dash, and McEwen in chase. Slid trying to close up to that battle edge as Evil Dragon is, he's not extended, he's lost a little bit. He has lost a little bit of lead, but still nothing serious, nothing to concern yourself with. And hey, Forge Flames in the chat. Oh yeah, I've missed a bit here, sorry. Vodrop saying, yeah, he rushed in a bit with Rensport and PMR and regret it. Dude, I've bought so many games, don't worry. I've got the power pack and I'm enjoying, to be honest, so happy I spent the money. Hey, I'm not slagging it, dudes. It's what you get out of it, and I probably will end up buying it because it's more races in VR, and Sophie, by all accounts, you guys are saying it's not that bad on my Super GT. He's an alien though, isn't he? So he's going to beat Sophie 3.0. I should have really thought about it and thought, well, if he's struggling for 4 races, that's probably me struggling with all the races against it. So, you know, I might have to watch a couple more reviews of normal racing drivers, sim drivers. Vodka Rob saying probably won't pay either of them until there's VR support, or at least not seriously. Force Flame saying bra 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 brim ba ba bram brim, and Vodka Rob saying, yeah, I'm happy with 25 quid. It's better value than the other 2 games that are only at about 5% finished. Yeah. Vodka Rob saying it's food time. Meat and potato pie, chips, peas and gravy with a battered sausage. I had 2 crumpets. I have found something, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting distracted. I picked up, and it's a Tesco own thing, but it's like caramelised. It's like Biscoff, really. It's Biscoff spread, but it's not. It's the cheap version, caramelised biscuit flavoured spread. Man alive, I'm putting that on anything I can at the moment. So I've had crumpets. I had a couple of crumpets with a fake, an AliExpress style, or an Aldi. Well, it's Tesco's own. It's fine. Caramelised biscuit flavoured spread. Absolutely banging. So I'm all good, man. Tummy is full. So Evil Dragon leads the way. He is losing a bit of time to Jokerman. Jokerman is slowly catching him up. St. Dash in 3rd place. We've got McEwen in 4th. We've got the Slid up to 5th now, ahead of the Group. We saw that happen, and Group falling back to JW. JW finding the toe, a nice little bonus, and closing in nicely to the tight Red Sport. And this is a Redstone car, and although I still don't think, I think both cars, you get points all the way up to 8th. So I still think Evil Dragon, although leading, isn't really going to be able to topple Redstone from the team's championship points. He's just one man. And Rob saying, a lad who told me about the AI being fast is super fast himself, so I will no doubt struggle. Yeah, no, do you know what? I'm thinking about it, I should have just listened to Nafian. Nafian was like saying, Negfian, or whatever his name is, he was like saying, yeah, it's pretty good, it's, you know, whereas Super GT was like, oh, well, it was only 4 races, I had good races with them, but, you know, he wasn't he was just saying, you know. But again, it was the choice. But yeah, even not with the AI, because I probably would be able to race them, like be mid-pack with them. But it was the choices of cars. It's just like, you know, what's the point of having all those cars in the garage if you can't even use them for 50 of those races? So I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to do a little bit more investigation. I've not even driven around Yas Marina or Canada yet. And I love Canada, Montreal, one of my faves from my old F1 days. So I'm looking forward to my souped up Nissan. Take it around there, that's my little car. If the game let you take a car and soup it up, I bought a second-hand Nissan. I can't even R32 or whatever it is. And I've slowly like souped it up. So it's, I don't know where it can contain 7s or 800s. I can't remember how much I've beefed it now. That's my little go and play car. So I might go and take that around Canada a little later and have a look at what Yas Marina looks like as well. So Evil Dragon has lost a big chunk of that lead now, and Jokerman has closed right in to give us an absolute banging one. And we're on 5 laps of 11. There's a lot of these races are 11 laps, I've noticed, because I always have that urge to resist when it gets to lap 9. I have to watch myself. I have to be careful. Although, I honestly think, from if something terrible's happened from something terrible, you can take the piss out of it because they've done it themselves. It's like, I mean, in all fairness, the Americans killed more American soldiers chasing after bin Laden than actually died in the towers. So America killed a lot more. So you can kind of joke about the towers because America kind of, you know, did something really wacky off the response of that. And I'm not saying people didn't have to be held accountable or done or whatever, and you know, but still, it was a weird situation. But Jokerman goes ahead, so I feel that you can take the mick about certain things because they've actually like now. I mean, I don't know about, like, you know, when you joke about things like the Holocaust, which you shouldn't joke about because it's terrible, but now they're causing their own kind of Holocaust. It's can we not joke about the Holocaust now? But we don't, because we shouldn't. It's not funny. Jokerman then in the lead. I don't find it funny anyway when people joke about it. Evil Dragon in second, and he is hunting him down. And Sindash sitting comfortably in third. You've got to say, McEwen has slid. This is the showdown, ladies and gentlemen, of the championship, happening before our very own eyes, with JW in 6th, with Groot in 7th. Groot having another phenomenal race in a Renault. Oh, poor Groot. It has been a season of it's just been a season. It's character building, they say. They do say it builds character. Groot is our season's Hamilton. Sorry, mate. No one wants that, do they? He's a 7.5-time world champion, you know. I just don't get his interviews. Why? It's like he's given up, he's broken. Why? All he has to say is, yeah, the car's not working. And they're not allowed to say it contractually. I know in the olden days, like when Enzo was around, he would beat them with a stick if they ever slagged the car off. I think Nicky Lauda used to get pulled in the office all the time for saying that the Ferrari was bad. Here we go then, Jokerman getting a good toe on the Dragon, Evil Dragon getting a good toe on Jokerman, getting them mixed up, and it's not enough. Jokerman did enough just to defend that one. Oh no, yeah, Jokerman already took the lead, did he? I'm not sure. I've got myself carried away in this race, just chatting. Evil Dragon in second, going up the inside. And now it's Evil Dragons ahead of, no, Jokerman just ahead, and these two going side by side all the way around. After a terrible start from Jokerman, he has clawed this one back. And Evil Dragon, though, more than a force to fight for this lead, but Jokerman is serious, absolute serious about this one. And Evil Dragon finding it a handful. With Jokerman on form, the dash, and Sid along the way has got past McEwen, and that championship battle is panning out quite nicely for the Slid at the moment. JW in 6th ahead of the group, but Groot starting to find his pace now as Wadwick is in 8th. Evil Dragon then is back ahead of Jokerman, and this is a battle of the ages here below the mountain of Fuji, ladies and gentlemen. We are offering up to the mountain gods a race worthy of their piety. How high the mountain is, I don't know. Friday nights have come a bit bizarre for me. I sleep too much on a Friday, and then I'm all a bit sort of wacky, and then I worry. I said, in live, yeah. I mean, it's no different when I do replays. They're live, but they're on replays. I don't know. I talk about the races more. When it's live racing, I kind of get carried away, and then worry about things I've said. So, Joker Man ahead of me. Well, I don't care. Cancel me. I'm bothered. I'm harmless. Joker Man out there in the lead with Evil Dragon in second place. And Evil Dragon. Let's get on board, shall we? We're not enjoying the full array of offers we have in the spectator mode. So Evil Dragon then hunting down the Joker Man. Joker Man had it on pole, had a bit of a jump start situation. Evil Dragon took the lead, nearly built up to 2 seconds, and Joker Man chipping away at him until he caught him, but hasn't been able to shake him off his tail, off his rear derriere. Evil Dragon is all up in the busy end of the Joker Man, and Joker Man trying to keep the Renault settled as we're watching Evil Dragon absolutely sling it. He is slinging McGann, ladies and gents. The dash holding on to that third. He's got good 2.5 seconds on Slid, as Slid does pull away from the McEwen. JW in 6th ahead of the groups, and Wadwick there in 8th place. Joker Man and Evil Dragon, though, are still going at it. And Joker Man half a second at the moment. Can Evil Dragon just close in under the braking? Half a second is enough in the toe. Maybe Joker Man and Evil Dragon, holding back a little bit, waiting for that final straight. Maybe he thinks I'll just trick him, lure him into a false sense of security that I've given up coming past, and then coming out that final corner, just unleash the dogs of war all over his ass. Saint Dash, fine job at the moment for the Dash. He's got himself a 2.3 second buffer on the Slid, but Slid a 48.0 last time around. Dash doing a 48.5, losing half a second. And that won't do. There's not well, 3 laps to go. Slid's got every chance here of closing in on the Dash if he doesn't pick that pace up a little bit. He wants to be doing those 47.5s that he was doing earlier. So Joker Man under pressure, 3/10 from the Dragon. And the Dragon then coming out that final corner, having a little practice run for the last lap possibly, seeing how it feels. It's closing in with the toe. Evil Dragon, he's feeling it now. He's just taken the fastest lap away from Joker Man. It's going to be tight into the braking. He's having a look up the inside. Joker Man staying cool as a cucumber. And no reaction from Joker Man, just a nice late break. And Evil Dragon, more importantly, that toe didn't really start kicking in until way halfway down that straight, which is too late for the finish line, meaning he's got to be ahead before that final corner. So Joker Man, absolutely calm under such pressure. The Dash still maintaining, the Dash picking up well, 48.6, 47.9. 2 seconds. Slid could well pounce all over Dash's dreams, stamp on them, take that podium away from him. If he's not careful, he's got to pick that pace up. Joker Man under immense pressure here, ready to take that fastest lap back. These two going to and fro with that fastest lap, but Joker Man at the moment nailing everything to the post. Evil Dragon, no answers. He's taken the fastest lap. He's gone for the attack. He's absolutely driven the nuts off the wheels of the McGann, and he just cannot find anything on Joker Man here. We're on the penultimate lap. We're coming around now onto the start straight to start the final lap. and it looks like Jokerman is starting to break away. He's starting to find a gap to maneuver into. Evil Dragon then back in the tow, but he was a lot closer the last lap around, and we saw the back end step out once or twice on the McGann for Evil Dragon, and it might be cooked now. He's yeah, this is going to be a tough one. He's going to need Jokerman to make a small mistake, which we know Jokerman does not do on an often occasion. St. Dash then in third. It looks pretty good for him, unless he throws something ridiculous into the equation, like an off or something. Then he's pretty safe from Slid. Slid, best job he could do today, top hard runner, and he got past his closest rival in the championship. Job well done. McEwen in 5th, JW in 6th. The group's woes continue in 7th, with the Wadwick in 8th. But it's these two, ladies and gentlemen, as we come around to the final. And Evil Dragon has closed in a bit of time, and he's looking for a manoeuvre. But Jokerman, wily in his driving. Placement of the car is key in these corners. And if he's just awkward enough for Evil Dragon, there is no way past. Meaning slamming his car either on the apex or in the middle of the road is the way to do it. And Jokerman at the moment, smooth, touching each apex. Whoa, late move there from Evil Dragon, very hopeful. The car a little bit out of control mid-corner, and Jokerman, no concerns there from him, but the toe is tight. It's up to the line, and it looks like it's all the Jokerman, but Evil Dragon closing in. But Jokerman, there he goes, gets to the line, great win. Evil Dragon in 2nd place, with St. Dash with a podium. Well done, cracking drive, with Slid in 4th on the hards, McEwen in 5th, and JW's gone French, Le McEwen. And JW then across the line in 6th, Groot in 7th, and Wadwick in 8th. And a few of those guys have got those hard tyres out of the way. What an absolute roller coaster of a race between the Dragon and this man, Jokerman. Beautiful stuff. Cracking drives from the pair of them. And let's have a quick look at those results then. Oh no, let's have a quick grab of the replay. Thumbnail reasons. And now we'll look at the results. So Jokerman there getting the win, but Evil Dragon getting the fastest lap, and gave us an almighty showdown here at Fuji for round 19. St. Dash getting a podium. I'm sure he's had a podium before, but it's tough to remember when. So St. Dash cherishing those moments. And Slid there in 4th. He was on the hard tyres. He dropped back extraordinary after cracking qualifying, dropped back a few positions, so I don't know if he had a jump start as well. McEwen there in 5th, and that is his title hopes disappearing. JW in 6th, getting the move done on the Groot, and then we have Wadwick coming home in 8th place, but faster than the Groot, so he can take something out of that. And Groot just, I guess, wanting these McGanns to just crash, burn and disappear and never to be seen ever again. So like most of the field, ladies and gents, have used the hard tyre now. So yeah, they're more moaning in their chat about the Renault. Horrible car, horrible understeer. So a positive review from this season of the Renault Megane. I don't remember using it very much, to tell you the truth. In the Group 3s for the longest time, I just used to stick to the Mitsubishi because I just liked the Mitsubishi. And then I sort of take a liking to the Porsche 911. And yeah, so I don't vary. I'm really weird. I don't vary my cars much. I just get a car that I kind of like. I've tried other cars, but they just feel so heavy heavy is what I'd say. They just feel heavy going into a corner, like the Mercedes and all of those front engine. I like a mid-range. I think I like a engine in the middle of the car, because I don't know, they just all feel heavy and understeery and horrible to drive, and I just don't enjoy them. I know, yeah, so I know they're all rear-wheel drives, but the Group 3s. Oh, these are Group 4s, though. Group 4s, what do I stick to? Again, it was the Mitsubishi, and I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you what I did most of my laps on in Group 4, but yeah, I kind of find a car I like and stick to it, so I don't even think I've tried them again. I must have done. I must have had a go in it at some point, but it obviously made no impression on me whatsoever, which is weird, because when I was part of a different league, I used to run. Look at me, I'm a big honcho. I mean, I used to help organise Sunday evening Clio Cup, where they had like setups. We used the road car. I think this was back in the GT Sport days. But yeah, I love the little Renault Clio Cup. I liked this though. These guys have moaned about these cars, but the unpredictability of them over the curbs and the flamboyant rear derrieres that they carry, it's been an exhilarating and exciting season. Lots of unpredictability. So, and at the end of the day, Slid, he's managed to keep it under control. I mean, these pioneers of racing out there, they're saying, blaming their tools. You know what they say about a workman blaming his tools. We go then. Vodka Rob says you can get it whenever you want, though. It's not like you need to rush. No. Throb saying Abu Dhabi looks mint in VR. No, I am looking forward to that, I've got to say. The hotel at night is absolutely bob-on. Bazinator in the chat saying, good evening, sir. Good start to the weekend. Hearing the thingy doing his thingy. Thank you very much, sir. Gaz Monkey saying, evening, mate. Sharp in the chat saying, live points. Oh, am I getting live points? Where? Oh, he's putting them in there. Wow, look at this. So, Slid is on 293 points, and McEwen's on 262 points. So, not looking good. So, we're going to call Slid the Lando in this equation, and McEwen is the pasty, is he? The pasty. The pasty. Yeah, I think as well, I'm a bit burnt out on all of this. There was so much hype and build up about, oh, GT7's going to be put in its place finally. They're going to, you know, Ren Sports come in, and the PMRs come in, and then that'll shine a light on how bad GT7 is. And I've always been one of them. GT7's got its problems, but it's not terrible. I mean, it's not terrible. And one of the big benefits for me, it has always been the VR support. It takes it to another level for me. I mean, I even went and spent money on one of those ridiculous wheels because I wanted even more immersion. And I know in a sim game, well, they don't have VR, so can I compare? No. And I'm not buying a £2,000, £3,000 computer and then have to spend, maybe when my kids are older and grown up and I have more expendable cash, maybe that's the direction I'll go. But I'm not pro sim racer. Simcade is fine for me. That is probably where my level is. I mean, they made GT7 for the masses. They didn't make it a specific simulator. And it's not even really a racing game, in all fairness. They've always said it is a driving simulator. And in all fairness, I have used it like that. I take cars out on their own because I'm interested to see what they look like inside in the VR, and I'm interested to see how they feel. I mean, I did a whole series of just taking normal road cars around Nürburgring when I was part of the VRC. I mean, I'm not trying to advertise their YouTube, but on their YouTube, the Virtual Racers Club, there is just loads of videos of me taking cars just in VR and an outer camera, just talking about how the car felt. And they like a little car review. It was like called Cars the Star. So Yeah, I use GT7 for many things, and GT Sport. It was GT Sport when I did that. But yeah, I like trying out just the road cars. I don't really do anything. I don't soup them up in any way. I just like to take them out to see how they feel. I mean, I find it weird that some of them are undrivable, and I can't believe that's what they're like in real life. You put the accelerator down, they're spinning up, and it's just like that's not what that would feel like. Anyway, brace yourselves. We're going in for another race here. Jokerman on the front, the medium tyres, Evil Dragon, and Jokerman this time manages to wait for the lights, and it's a drag race between... Oh, Evil Dragon's opted to use his soft tyre. They're allowed to use a soft tyre one race a whole season, and Evil Dragon obviously hadn't used his soft tyre yet and has opted, this is the race, this is the moment. He is going to do it. We've got a redstone all the way off the road there. I'm guessing Groot, and I think I'm guessing right looking down the order, and again his season is fizzling. Not like there's no huge firework going off there. Slid's got himself manoeuvred himself up into second place, and that's a great start with Jokerman slipping down into third. McEwen there in fourth place. Saint Dash in fifth, losing a bit of ground there. Who's wide? Who is wide? Was that Slid? It looked like it was Slid that was wide there. Evil Dragon absolutely landing with those soft tyres. Slid in second place. Then we've got a whole host of cars. Two Pertex having a go at each other. It's beautiful. Where are they? And Group there. So, wow, one of the Pertex, Warwick, really did jump a few places there. Beautiful stuff from the Warwick. Whilst I was bouncing around all over the place, we missed Warwick's finest work so far this season. Oh, get out of the way, get out of the way. They're all in the way, Warwick. Oh, yeah, look at him up the inside of about 3 cars there and maintained from that replay. And but still, really bad camera angle. That wasn't my fault, Warwick. I've got the replay and everything. And Warwick there in fourth, holding off McEwen. Evil Dragon inching out the lead with the Slid in second and Jokerman in third. Actually saying max 42 points left with 2 races, so it's still doable. No, because he's going to get points for 8. This is Slid is the champion, surely. Even if he finishes 8th in both races, yes, it's enough, isn't it? So Evil Dragon a second ahead of the Slid, with Jokerman in third place. And then we've got McEwen with Warwick absolutely lightning quick here. He has woken up. He has awoken. Our Warwick has awoken. Oh my words. My son, there's new things in FIFA apparently, and he's up there. I can hear him screaming at the referee. And he's 18 in a few days, and he's screaming at the screen. Where he gets that from. I'm so proud. Throb saying, I am absolutely stuffed. Well, man, that was quite a hefty list of food that you put up. That was like the whole range. It was like that whole section of the menu you chose. Warwick then going for a move. Come on, son! Warwick's absolutely landing his punches here, ladies and gentlemen. Out wide now, though, McEwen takes the place back. But Warwick is on fire. Somebody light your cigarette from him, because he is lit. McEwen then, it was a bit of a sloppy move, but Warwick was already... Oh, I think he might have given him the spot back. No, McEwen's still there in fifth, but he's hunted him down with the toe in the zone. But he's also got the Dash and JW all hunting for that piece of clean, sweet air. No resistance. So Roderick at the moment, the leader of the train, and McEwen then just sweeping on through to claim back fourth place. But Warwick has got some pace today, ladies and gentlemen, and is one to watch with the Dash with his third place in the last race. He'll be looking to optimise his final position here, and he can see fifth and fourth ahead of him. But he's also got JW is driving on fire as well, and the Groot struggling. it has to be said, in the Megane. Evil Dragon, 2-second lead on the Slid, who they're on different tyre compounds. It would be a massive undertaking for Slid to be able to close it up into Evil Dragon at this point, I would say. And second place is the best he's going to get, with Jokerman hunting him down. 47.1 for Slid last time around, 47.7 for Jokerman, but we know Jokerman has more pace. We know he's got a little bit of hurrah involved. McEwen there in fourth ahead of Wadwick, but Roderick, JW's absolutely got the move done on STD Ash there. So JW up and into sixth, chasing his teammate down now. Those Pertec cars, obviously, well, they were on hards, weren't they? So they were disguising what pace they had with those hard tyres. Give them a bit of grip, and they are on the move. And McEwen had better get a shifty on. Jokerman then he's getting closer, I believe, to Slid. Slid losing the toe altogether from Evil Dragon. And Evil Dragon then, this is going to be a good couple of races for the PMR team. But still, the two Redstone cars running with only the one PMR, it's going to be a tall order, if nigh impossible, to topple that team's championship. But Evil Dragon at the moment, 3-second lead. Slid 1.4 on the Jokerman, 47.5 from Jokerman last time around, 47.9 from the Slid. So yeah, there's going to be a bit of pressure for the two remaining spots in that podium, I believe. McEwen 1.2 seconds ahead of Roderick now. He's got his jam on now, has McEwen. He's feeling it now. He's getting into his groove. So Roderick under pressure from his teammate JW, and I think, if I remember right, JW, wasn't he having an absolutely banging? Did he win? I remember someone who's not usually up there got an absolute banger in. For some reason I want to. Oh man, it's time. It's really weird. Time goes so quick between weekends. It has to be said. It's like from one weekend we're back again, although the weekends go quicker, obviously. But it's like time moves in such a speedily manner. But, you know, trying to remember what happened last weekend is like trying to remember what happened 3 years ago. So it's a really weird phenomenon in my brain. But yeah, I can't remember who won last weekend. There was a big shock. I think it was one of the guys you don't usually see up there. As JW goes for a move on his teammate and pulls it off. Beautiful stuff. Absolutely cracking from JW. And Wadwick will be absolutely good. He did his fastest lap, and he's coming back at his teammate. It's not over. It's not over for the Pertec boys. Now they've got a bit of grip. They're ready to race, and the Dash is just sitting around a rear derriere of them, just checking it out. Look at this. Roderick again up the inside, and I imagine JW's gone for a late break, and is this going to give the Dash the oomph he needs as he closes right up to the battling Pertec boys, and they're losing a lot of time fighting each other. But Wadwick back ahead in 5th place, JW in 6th, now under threat from the Dash as he closes in. Nothing there for Dash at the moment. Wadwick is absolutely scented, isn't he? Oh my word, nearly took them both out though. It was very tight. And JW now with his hands full with a rearview mirror full of the Dash. Beautiful racing. Evil Dragon leads by 3.1 seconds. The Slid in second, 2 seconds ahead of Jokerman. 47.4 from Jokerman, 47.0 from Slid, so he's more than matching the Jokerman there and making Jokerman's life a little more difficult. Jokerman then a 47.3 against 46.7 for Slid there. So yeah, Jokerman, his job is just getting harder and harder. McEwen 47.7 with a Wadwick, JW and the Dash all battling this one out. And we also have the group, but he's 12 seconds, and we saw him going off on the first corner. And that was that. Oh, Roderick's made a huge mistake, an error, which is gonna, JW should get by, but if Roderick defends too hard, he may hand over a lot to the Dash there, who's just laying in wait for these two to mess up, because they are racing very tight. Very close call racing at the moment, and a little lock-up of brakes from JW there, trying to avoid his teammate. His teammate's gone out wide. Again, the back end stepping out on Roderick's car, and JW trying to find a way by. And at the moment, Dash is holding back a little bit. You think he'd be in there as well. And JW then tries to late brake Roderick up the inside, and so does the Dash. The Dash does a real late brake on him, and Roderick's not having none of that. He's saying, no, sir. No, sir, not you. And JW then moves up and into 5th place. Roderick somehow out of control, sir. Out of absolute control. He's going on the attack. His car's barely under control, and he's gone for the move again up the inside of JW. My word, it is a way of driving, and it's scary at the best. Roderick just slicing through them corners, just drifting, looking like he's not even in control of the car, but somehow making the overtake work. And JW then back in 6th with the Dash closing in, and it's all about the toe now for the Dash, pulling up alongside. And JW also wanted to move out of the toe to get a move on Roderick, but the Dash live boxed him in there. Dash went very late on the brakes. Can he keep it? No. Too late on the brakes there, and loses the position or the corner to both the Pertec cars. We should look. I mean, there's cracking racing going on there. Evil Dragon, fastest lap after fastest lap. This man is on fire. Slid chasing him down and keeping that gap optimized between himself and Jokerman. The top 3, unless someone does something absolutely ridiculous, is looking pretty set in its ways. McEwen in 4th. He can't make no impact on those top 3. And then we have the battle of all battles, as the Dash again trying to get a move done on JW. JW's got the inside there. Defensive and strong from JW, maintaining the line, and keeping the Dash in his rear area. And Roderick has really dropped the ball, and surely not, he has maintained the lead, maintained 5th place ahead of these guys. Unbelievable driving from Roderick there. He's out of control. He is maverick. JW then trying to find a way past his teammate, who is rally crossing it has to be said today. Part drift, part race, part off-roading, and it's working for him. Solid drive from Roderick. Evil Dragon then leads. I think Dash was just pulling out for a move there, wasn't he? I pulled away too soon again. Carbon copy of the last lap. Has he learned to brake a bit earlier this time? Keep it under control. He's there alongside Roderick. A little bit of paint sharing between the two Renaults. And Roderick, no, still in 5th, but the Dash does get the move done on JW. And he's looking again, is the Dash on Roderick. And Roderick saying, no, not today, sir, not today. I am on fire. McEwen 6 seconds down the road, and JW's gone for a late Dash up the inside, but I think he had to back out of that one. Knew that was a little bit potentially off of the road, and Dash somehow just drives around the outside of Roderick as well. So Dash quids in there and gets the 2 Pertec boys, or does he? Because Roderick comes up the inside. Boom shakallah. Hey, boom boom, go shake your room, because Roderick just got up the inside. Beautiful stuff from the Roderick. And Dash there, that just looked easy, didn't it? And now JW is wanting to get back by and into that 6th place as he tries to scoop up the McGann. Even after all of these rounds, the McGann's still taking them by surprise in every corner. Evil Dragon, solid job, 4.5 seconds in the lead. He's got the fastest lap. He's on the soft tyres. It's a slam dunk. Then we've got the Sid. He's in second place. Slid, is in second place, and he's pulling away from Jokerman now. Jokerman is in that third. With McEwen in fourth, we got Warwick only just in fifth because the Dash has the toe, and we know he's dangerous in the first corner. And up and inside of Roderick now. And Roderick nowhere to go. And he can't get back out where he wants to get. He does. And check your radar, lads. Because there was a Dash just there. And now, oh, Dash will not be happy. He's flashing his lights and everything. That's a lot of effort. It's a lot of effort. We're in the midst of racing to find your flash button. So Dash, you can tell how incensed he is. And JW scooping up a move. And is that not touring car racing, ladies and gentlemen? Do I condone it? I'm not sure. Do I like it? A little bit. Do I feel bad for St. Dash? A lot. But, you know, touring cars is touring cars, I suppose. And this is why they turn up. JW in sixth with the Dash. He will be, I don't know if they're on live comms, but there'll be some shouting somewhere. The cat or the dog is definitely hiding under the table in St. Dash's house right now. Warwick is an unconventional way of driving. It has to be said. He has slid through a lot of corners. He's driven through, he's mowed a few bits of grass around here at Fuji. But somehow, some way, he has maintained position ahead of his teammate JW, who has crawled all over his boot for a majority of this race. And the Dash. Wowzers. Evil Dragon then leads. And he's got it up to nearly 6 seconds now with Slid in second place. 3 seconds to Jokerman, who is being chased. Oh, JW's coming up and inside of his teammate. And JW, we've seen him get through before. It didn't last very long. How long can he keep hold of it this time? As the Dash again feels deja vu as he chases the Pertec. Boys are going off in heck. Roderick just throws it in, doesn't he, eh? Unbelievable. Warwick. Good golly, Miss Molly. You sure like to sling that McGann into a corner. JW then. Fantastic stuff. And the Dash there in seventh. Group's closing in on all of these. He was 12 seconds behind. He's pulled in 4 seconds. We've got 2 laps to go. It's unlikely he's going to catch up, but you've got to say, effort where effort, you've got to recognise the effort. Warwick then in 5th place somehow, ahead of JW, and the Dash still incensed, I'm sure. As we're coming around to start the final lap, just 2 corners away. And Warwick, JW and the Dash absolutely bumper to bumper racing all the way around Fuji. And we have been blessed. 2 races in a row, we found some absolutely smashing racing, which is fantastic stuff. So Warwick towing his teammate JW down the start straight. Dash might be a little bit, they say 8 tenths to me. I don't know enough, but 8 tenths has been whispered in my ear is the sweet spot for a tow. So the Dash over a second behind as they start their final lap, but JW has closed in to an attacking position. But has he been beaten down? He's overtaken Warwick many times, and Roderick just absolutely slams him in the next corner. So is it a futile attempt to try and get by his teammate? Would he be more comfortable just sat there? Evil Dragon well on his way now into the final lap, leading by 7 seconds. And it has been a showcase in extraordinary driving ability, ladies and gentlemen. An absolute lesson for us non-pro sim drivers. And Dr. Off saying the toe zone layer. Yeah, well, you've got to get in the tow zone. So, Dragon brings it around the final corner after a second in the first race. Absolutely slaps in the second race, sorry, to take the wins. Brilliant stuff from Evil Dragon. Full points, sir. Slid, this is it, isn't it? This has got to be the championship finish. Great stuff from Slid, with Jokerman in third, rounding out our podium, and our ex-champion McEwen in fourth place, with Wadwick ahead of JW. What a phenomenal show we've had from these three drivers, with Wadwick getting that fifth place in the end, with JW in sixth and the Dash in seventh. And Group brings it on home. Oh, he dropped a bit more time in the end there. He's probably having a few donuts around the back of the track. Finishes in eighth place. So Evil Dragon, ladies and gentlemen, gets the checkered flag, gets the spoils, gets the full points. Fantastic stuff. Wonderful stuff there, sir. Thank you very much. Right. Let me grab this for me, and we'll look at this for you. Evil Dragon then, as I've already mentioned, top of the class. He was on the soft tyres, but still... Oh, let me stretch. Sorry. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, easy. You've got to be in it. Your soft tyres can only get you so much. They give you the grip, but you've got to drive it. So, Evil Dragon certainly drove it. Slid, he's got to be champion. I'm sure now with 42 points available, that's got to have done it now, surely. That is the nail in McEwen's championship hopes. And Slid, I'm sure, is the new champion of the full Throttle Racing Friday Night Live Championship. Well done. Jokerman in third. We've got the McEwen in fourth. Wadwick. What a drive from Wadwick, eh? Driver of the day in that one, it has to be said. In fifth. Maybe some wouldn't. Was it Wadwick that the Dash came across? Yeah, I just think there was a lack of looking in one's radar the way he came over. JW in sixth, the Dash in seventh, and Groot in eighth. So, wow. I wonder if they're all having a massive argument. This is it then, ladies and gentlemen. It's been short but very sweet for me. I mean, these guys they really don't like the Renault. But like I said, for us it's been an absolute banger because of the unpredictability of it and the toughness they've had to drive. St. Dash in the chat saying points after round two. Yeah, Slid's on 310, McEwen's on 275. So it's maybe there is still a small hope. He needs Slid's computer to shut off mid-race, I think, to take this one. I might take them again, actually, around Yar Marina. See how bad it really was after this. Yes, Marina. Abu Dhabi, innit? And see how bad it really is. Yay! Slid is champion. I called it. I already called it. I love it when I get something right. There you go. A belch for Slid there. Well done, my friend. Well done. Good job. Your one-man campaign to keep the Renault Megans failed, though, I'm afraid. So, you're going to have to drive. Oh, what's all this? Hey, up. That's all new. Is this all like, ooh, Spec 3? Look at that. You get information now. We're going to go wet. Are we getting wet for the last race? No, that's just what the slid... that's just... Well, it's 15 or 5 minutes. Yeah, it's... championship's over, I suppose. Why not? Trounch. They're going to rain on the McGann. Rain on the McGann, ladies and gents. Oh, Evil Dragon. It's become a bit of a thing, isn't it? Just watching Evil Dragon drive rounds with no info on to spoil it. Just enjoy. Oh, God. Get rid of that. Here we go. Let's just soak it in then, ladies and gents. The last time. Evil Dragon is going to have his little... his moment of driving around. Just enjoying... the scenery? Oh, yeah, bruh. Just enjoying the scenery around as the McGann goes out for one final swan song. Throb saying, yes, Marina looks great, but it's not a great track. And Throb saying, especially if you have a lead foot like me, I spin no end in the hotel section. Yeah, well, I imagine is it a little bit like Blue Moon Bay infield? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to take a very fast car out, though. I'm just going to go round. Well, I might, first of all, try and do the track thing, get a million or so out of it. And the other thing about the DLC, which I think people can't really moan too much about, is, I mean, I know they've nitpicking about, oh, well, they've put the £25, £5 million pack at the front, so people are buying it by accident. And I'm really sorry if you bought it by accident, but I don't know how. I don't know how, because when I looked at where they were, it says £5 million pack, and right next to it says power pack. So if you bought it, I am sorry. I've got some windows that need cleaning if you want to come round and give them a lick. But yeah, maybe you are overly excited if you bought that. You're just clicking buttons before you've got to the page. You're that person that slows a PC down by clicking OK about 14 times, and it hasn't got there yet. Because I don't know how. I mean, yeah, they put that one first and the other one second. All right, maybe they have done it for, like, you know, to try and catch you out. That's really, I mean, I don't know. I think it's the way the computers put it in order because of the price. Maybe, who knows. But you get the 5 million as well with the power pack, so it's the same price as buying 5 million credits. So in that sort of realm, it pays for itself, doesn't it? And then you got, I saw, yeah, you get the money for the races. So yes, you're getting a lot of credits, and that cost you a lot of money anyway. So in that realm of things, it is value for money, because I know someone. I used to work with someone who bought credits. They couldn't be asked to grind, so they used to buy credits. I used to despair at them. I just couldn't do it. But I'm of an age where you didn't have to pay for extras with games. You just got your game and you played it until you finished it, and then you waited for the second one to come out. But Rob, those kind of people who were on the Sunshine Bus, I was just, yeah, you know, I don't want to say that it's impossible to do, but it was like when I went on there, I was aware that people were saying, oh, they've made it so you get confused. So I thought maybe it'd be the same colour or same picture or something. And when I got there, I was like, no, that's not confusing at all. That is pretty much straightforward. That says just 5 million. And the one next to it has got a picture of 3 cars and has a big title saying Power Pack. And oh, look, Tinkerage of Rain, ladies and gents. So yeah, this BS that I'm hearing out there saying, oh, they put this ahead of that to try and catch you out. I bought the wrong. Even Super GT said he bought the wrong one. And I just thought, how could, you know, they do say though, don't they, special people, they can zero in on something. So maybe that's why he's so good at racing. Because he's special. Because, yeah, I couldn't see how that happens. But, okay. Yeah, that was evil. Sony, you evil mofos. I don't care. Do you know what? I've got a little bit of sim racing fatigue with all this whole Rensport, PMR, and all these YouTubers being. And then I got all excited because I could visually see that PMR looked absolutely terrible, but all these YouTubers are under control. Oh shoot! Hang on. Under control of the developers, so they didn't say anything. And I just thought you could letting people spend hard-earned cash on that, and it's bad. I got excited about that, and do you know what? I don't really care about any of it. When it boils down to it, I'm just here for good racing, and I like the graphics to look good, so you guys think it's real racing. Group's off to an absolutely banging start, and this is what we need to see. The group in fine form for the final time this season. St. Dash there in second. He's got Pertec boys problems as he had in the first race. Wadwick and JW in the second race, sorry, with McEwen there ahead of the Slid. But is he inconsolable about the loss of his championship as the Slid tries to slide through the pack? Evil Dragon in 7th, and Jokerman having to take those hard tyres at the back of the pack. And there we got the St. Dash having to take the hard tyre as well, and JW having a look and a sniff up the inside of that fresh air, and he is through up into second, and he's brought his teammate with him, Wadwick. St. Dash is fighting hard there on those hard tyres as McEwen looks for a way through next, and it is a one direction journey for the Dash, and it's very similar to, is it Liam who went down very fast from a balcony? I don't remember his name, but that's the way Dash is going. Group still leads 7 tenths, 6 tenths with JW in chase, and Wadwick we know is an absolute ninja here at Fuji, but McEwen wants to go out with one big last bang with the number 1 on his car and say goodbye to the McGann. But Wadwick coming back as Evil Dragon as well, inserting himself into the situation, and he has been very strong this season so far. He has been very strong at this event, and getting a full tow from the Wadwick and from McEwen. He tries to go for the outside, cuts for the switchback, but Wadwick's there. Hello and goodbye. Wadwick then back up and into 4th place as Evil Dragon went on the attack and found, and again Wadwick, they could argue, not checking his radar, his spatial awareness not quite attuned, some may say. Group then in 1st place with JW chasing him down in 2nd place, McEwen in 3rd, Evil Dragon in 4th, Wadwick fighting hard with the newly crowned champion Slid. And Slid trying to find a way through here, and it's a tough ask as they go racing. Groot under threat, and oh my word, wide-ons from Jokerman and Wadwick. Now, was that a coming together? Was that just a bit of and let's have a look, because JW's taken the lead away from Groot now. JW flaming, is it? I'm sure it was JW that took the win last round. He has really found his footing in the Renault a little too late, isn't it? They should have given it another season to cook. Groot there in 2nd, McEwen there in 3rd. We've got the Slid in 4th now. Evil Dragon is in 5th with Wadwick slipping behind Jokerman, and it's these two we think either went off in sympathy together or what is it? That? So, but we saw, oh no, yeah. Oh, it might have been Slid and Wadwick. They just went very late and wide. Ooh, I think Wadwick went in deep and caught Slid there a little bit. Just caught him. Nothing serious. It didn't affect Slid too badly. He just got an extra dint on his car, a little bit of aeroing down one side. Nothing to worry about. Let's not concern ourselves. Warwick has been absolutely out of control. It's been beautiful. It's been beautiful to see. I love it. I love to see a try hard, a can-do attitude, an absolute sling it and see kind of driving. That is what I'm here for. And I think that's why, in a way, I forgive GT7, because it lets you do a bit of that. Whereas these sim racing games, you can't really get away with too much ridiculousness. Whereas in these little simcades, you can get away every now and again with sending it when you shouldn't have really sent it. JW then out there in the lead with McEwen in second place. Groot, now then, calm down. Because the windscreen wipers are a flapping, ladies and gents. And Voltrop saying how, and Voltrop saying I'm all for the immersion. The windscreen wipers are a flapping, but the rain doesn't look harsh. It's all right at the moment. They're fine to continue. This is not F1. There's no cancellations needed here with a little bit of dampness. The cat is driving me mad. I tell you, they've got to a certain level. They're 13 now. Oh, it's starting to come down heavy, and they just meow at me all the time. And I'm just like, 13 years, we've never been able to communicate. Why do you suddenly think I'm understanding what you're saying? Please, shut up. I love them, but God almighty, if that's, I don't know what they're saying, but it's whining to me. So it is starting to come down in full force now. They're going to have to make a decision whether or not to go for an intermediate tyre, which is probably what the track is coming towards, or if they're just going to try and hang it out on the dries, because it hasn't quite got to inters yet. But you can see they're starting to struggle with grip, and McEwen is absolutely slapping in the tricky conditions. Groot as well is there in the top three. Slid in fourth. We've got Evil Dragon is getting very uncertain out there where the grip may or may not be as we try and go three wide, and Slid has to take to the mud. And he's, I don't know, he's got back on. That was quite easy, wasn't it? I couldn't even find him. Dash in seventh, and Warwick there in eighth. Who's going to make the call when still not quite wet enough for inters? But it definitely is, the track is definitely getting wetter and wetter and wetter as we move along. So, decisions need to be made. But McEwen still continuing on. Doesn't look like he's making a dash for the pits. Fancies it a little longer. In fact, the wipers have stopped, so we're going through a dry patch. It's not going to get too soggy. Evil Dragon ready to make a move in the toe on the Groot. They've still got to remember, maybe the wipers aren't working or moving, but there is still dampness on the track. The grip isn't going to be there where it was before as he comes into the first corner, but everything's fine for the Dragon. And Evil Dragon, no, he doesn't. He can't do it. He can't get the grip that he wanted. And now Groot still up into third, but his line is compromised through this next corner. McEwen and JW are fighting at it out in the front there. A little wide on there from Groot, but it's okay. He stays ahead of the Dragon. McEwen under threat from the JW. He wants the lead back. He's absolutely planted this around so far as JW, and he wants the top spoils for his efforts. Jokerman in fifth, under threat from Slid, the new champion. Warwick in seventh with the dash there in eighth, but McEwen under threat. And it looks like Groot now is managing to get himself away from the Dragon as Slid gets a move done on Jokerman, does he? I can't remember which order they were. So JW then. The track is still slightly damp, but the rain has gone. And Throb saying same age as my cat, that, and he's exactly the same. And Gaz Monkey saying my cat is the same nightmare when he tries to get on your lap when you're in the sim rig. Yeah, mine's usually I'm sat here. I think they think because I'm sat here doing nothing, they can just waltz over here and start demanding strokes, because that's what I'm guessing the meows are. If they're meowing next to a door, I think that's like, get me the F out of here. And if I'm sat comfortable, it's like, stroke me, is what they're screaming. But it's shouting. Before, they used to be like more It used to be more of a nice little meow, cutesy kind of meow. Now it feels like they're shouting at me. It's like it's audibly louder and it's harsher meow than it used to be. It's like they don't take shit anymore. They used to be nice, even in the days of them ignoring me and you know the way cats can be. Now it's like they're shouting at me when I walk in a room. I was making crumpets and Suki was just screaming at me in the kitchen. I'm like, what? You don't like crumpets? You don't eat crumpets? I think it's the butter. They want the marge. So I suspect my child dips his finger in the marge and then sticks it under her nose while she licks his finger. And I'm too dignified for that. Plus my wife would break my finger if I put it in the butter. She obviously loves the children more. She's not going to break their fingers, but she's quite happy to break mine. I don't even think break. I think misery style with a sledgehammer. So McEwen then out there in the lead with JW hunting him down. The sun's come back out. The sun has got its hat on. Evil Dragon in third, Slid there in fourth. Slid's the fastest man on the track, and Evil Dragon struggling on the curbs in the Megane. How many times have we seen that this season? And Slid, though, cannot optimise on the situation. Evil Dragon in control, but maybe not coming on to the start straight now as Slid closes in and is starting to really make some action for a podium finish in the final race to round out an almost perfect championship. And Throb saying, yeah, it's like a scream, ain't it? It is. And he says, mine goes halfway down the stairs when I'm just dozing off. I swear he times it to that on purpose. It's crazy. And Slid then does get himself up and into a podium position. Evil Dragon, though, is not going to take that sitting down in his rig, in his living room, playing a computer game. He's going to come back at him, I swear. JW seems to have fallen off the back end of the McEwen as the McEwen shakes his tushy and does an absolutely fine job in the final race. He may not be champion anymore, ladies and gentlemen, but he is still the alien of aliens. Your alien's alien, as you may say. Slid then third with Evil Dragon there in fourth. We've got Jokerman in fifth. Warwick doing a fine job there in sixth place with the Dash in seventh. And Groot in his normal play. Oh, he's gone. He's not even giving it a go, is he? He's not even giving the Megane this is the respect that Groot gives the Megane. He's paused it and he's gone for a poo. He's probably going for a poo on a picture of a Megane. He's probably ordered special Megane printed toilet roll to wipe with. So the group seeing out the season with a fizzle, like I said, as his teammate doing all he can for the team, but I think Redstone have taken it anyway because there's only one PMR car here. So yeah, but McEwen under threat from the JW, and JW has been absolutely slapping this event. He's looking to get that win. And Slid then in third with Evil Dragon in fourth, Jokerman in fifth, with Warwick in sixth, Dash in seventh, and the Groot in eighth. He's not even there. Groot's not even there. He's not even sat in his rig. He's probably on his phone looking at TikTok. So McEwen 3/10 as well. It's still tight. It's still juicy here. Lap 8 of 11 for the final times in the Meganes. I don't know when they're having another championship. I know they're talking about the car, but JW goes for the lead. But has he gone a little deep? And McEwen says, all day, my friend, I'll come straight back at you on the exit of the corner. And he does so. And again, we saw this happen with the Pertec boys in the first race with JW involved. Their racing has brought the champion into the fold. He has entered the chat. He has come to work his magic as McEwen goes very wide. JW and McEwen going side by side up the hill. McEwen on the inside gets the lead, but he's got a real tank slapper on and somehow maintains. How do they maintain when you see their car go that wildly out of proportion? How do they maintain? I do not know, but they get the power on and they get themselves moving as JW goes on the attack. And Slid now, he was right there, wasn't he? I don't know if he just sort of lifted off heavily because he saw what was unfolding in front of him, but he's dropped back a little bit now and he's opted for no toe at all as McEwen in the lead, and JW gives him a little bump to say, come on, move on, I've got a champion behind me. I mean, JW at the moment is in a nest of champions, really, isn't he? He is the meat in their threesome, the pig in their roast. He's the centre of the Eiffel Tower. So McEwen then out there in the lead with JW in second, and Slid looking to move up and into second. And here we are then, ladies and gentlemen, lap 9 of 11. It's a shocking lap. No, JW comes back. He does not want us to have the finish of champions. He wants to mix it. Maybe this is a sign of things to come, of JW's intentions of next season. And Evil Dragon as well, slipping in and up into a podium position. JW will not stand for that as he goes back up and into third place. And this is a little light relief there for the Slid as he can pull away from that battle and go up against the big cojones of McEwen, who is wide off the road. Slid's going to be in the tow, and JW trying to beat off Evil Dragon as Jokerman there, 4 seconds adrift in fifth, ahead of Warwick, who is in the tow zone as well, and will be getting a nice bit of fresh breeze as the Dash in 7th grew in 8th. Where is that battle then? It's here. JW and Evil Dragon. We've got the Slid on the McEwen as well, but they're not quite as close as the Dragon as he pulls the trigger on the inside, and JW holds ground. Whoosh, they say. And JW then fighting for that podium in the end, fighting for the lead almost a lap and a half ago, and now he's battling just to stay on the winner's rostrum. And McEwen then, the new champion, wants to readdress the order of things. We have had it one way for far too long, and now that I am in charge, there shall be changes. These changes will be instigated immediately, and I shall be head racer. So Slid then changing the order of the championship as JW fights off the Dragon. And yeah, Slid might not be able to do it. McEwen wants to frustrate him, but McEwen out wide. And Slid getting very close indeed. And again, McEwen asking for more than the track can give to try and stay ahead. And Slid really is intimidating our ex-champion. And McEwen not used to being this position. He is the intimidator, not the intimidated, as JW and Evil Dragon go all the way to the side of the track to take their fight on. And we're into the final lap with 2 pockets of racing here between the champions, the champion of champions, and Sid around the outside. That we call is changing the order, mein Freund. And Sid then bringing in the new wave of champions with McEwen there in second. Evil Dragon snatching that third from the JW, and that means Evil Dragon hasn't finished a race in this final event off of the podium. Mighty work there as JW has been absolutely pillaging those lap times and trying to take a win here has ended up down in 4th on the final lap. Joker Man in 5th could be in a threat, could be threatened by the Warwick, but Warwick is running out of time to do anything. The Dash in 7th. The Groot has bailed. He has left the building. Slid leads from McEwen with the Dragon still ahead of the JW. They're coming around the tight corner section now, and Sid doesn't look flustered at all. He looks like a man determined, and takes the lead, takes the race, the championship. And McEwen, you have no honour, sir. No honour. No. But he would be if he was in the old samurai days. They'd make him jump on the sword, wouldn't they? But Sid then takes the win. Beautiful stuff as McEwen in 2nd, Evil Dragon in 3rd, JW in 4th. What a shame for JW. Great for Evil Dragon. Joker Man in 5th, Warwick in 6th as the Dash brings it on home. And it's the last McGann we see driving in earnest, driving in racing condition. To cross the line, he's gone in the pits. So, he's pitted that bad boy as this championship wheel. And Groot is... he's eating a donut or something. He's having a little look in the refrigerator whilst the AI brings him on home. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Full Throttle Racing Next Gen Touring Cars Revival, rounds 19, 20, 21, and it's an end of an era, a very short era of the McGanns. A moment I still am very pro McGann because it's thrown up some interesting races this season with its unpredictability, and I understand why they wanted to change, and they got the change they wanted from moving away from the was it the Mazdas they were driving? I can't even remember now. The Genesis, was it Genesis? No, it was the other thing. But yeah, they wanted to move away from the predictability of that to go to something more uncertain. And then when they got that uncertainty, they got scared, and they're going back to another predictable car. So, what are we saying? Good riddance to the McGann. Oh, what a shame. I feel bad for it. Although I can't say I've driven it. I'm going to give it a go round Abu Dhabi later on. And there you go then, Slid, the championship, and the win here at the end. What a way to see out a season. Great stuff indeed. So, yeah, I don't know when they're starting, and I haven't spoke to them or anything, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a few lives anyway on a Friday, because I've got a car to build. Not just me, but I've got to help build a car. So there may be a few Friday evenings I'll be working through the build season up to the beginning of the championship. Start of the season. So, we'll see. I'll talk to them, but I don't know. There might be, we'll see. Anyway, but don't be overly surprised if it's quiet on here for a bit. We'll see. I'll show you. Oh, no, not spectate, you doofus. I'll show you the standings. Sid then takes the win with McEwen in 2nd, Evil Dragon in 3rd, JW finished in 4th, with Joker Man in 5th, Warwick in 6th, St. Dash in 7th, and Groot in 8th. And I mean, I'll try and do what I can. I just don't know how busy I'm going to be over weekends, over January and the end of December. I was meant to be working tonight and Saturday night, but something happened, so now I'm working Sunday night. So the next few weekends it looks like I might have to be in work, so the scheduling might be all over the place. So we'll see how it goes on, but it's not over. It's just I'm going to squeeze in what I can when I can for a bit, especially over the holiday period. Vodka Rob saying, cheers thingy, it's my pleasure, and Gaz Monkey saying great coverage, mate. No problem. I love it. I really do love it. It's fantastic. It's been a fantastic championship. I'm the only positive Renault Megane person here, but I don't have to drive it, so that's why I can say it's all right. Okay, guys. Thank you for everyone who. Thank you for Full Throttle Racing for organising it. Thank you for our participants. Thank you for you guys interacting in the chat and watching. I appreciate you all. And until the next time, Turu, peace and love, y'all.